Hello, everyone. Stauch had her date in El Paso County Courthouse today, and she looked hideous. No, but seriously, her hair was disheveled. She looked a bit gaunt. She spent most of the time trying to hide behind her defense attorney, avoiding the camera. She looked a bit haunted. She kept swallowing really hard. At first I thought that maybe she was on some sort of sedatives or something because of her previous whatever it was that she did when she attacked the guard when she was in transit. She wasn't in a suicide vest this time. This time she was in a bright lime green scrubs type jail outfit, and she had her cuffs on. She had the waist chains, and the cuffs were visibly tight on her wrists, and they had a couple of officers stationed near her the whole time, and one of the guys looked like he was staring at her the whole time, prepared for anything. But she didn't do anything exciting, and in the end, when she left the courtroom, she seemed to be in a hurry, and I came to the conclusion that she probably was not sedated because she was moving really fast. She really wanted out of there. So what happened? Well, what didn't happen was we didn't get to hear them read the charges to her. I was kind of looking forward to that, and I would have liked to have seen her face while the charges were being read, but that didn't happen. They did say that the judge referred to the 4 charges. What we did learn was that there were over 107 actually search warrants issued in the state of Colorado, and that in South Carolina there were more issued. The ones in Colorado are still sealed, but we heard the deputy DA say that the ones in South Carolina are not sealed. So I'm wondering if those are locatable. I'm going to be doing some poking around on the internet because her next court date isn't until April 14th, and they're not going to be streaming it or anything. There's no cameras allowed inside for that. We did learn that the prosecution has 21 days to provide discovery to the defense, and the deputy DA, Michael Allen, said that discovery was going to be over 1,000 pages long. So it does sound like they have a lot of something, and we don't know yet when or if that's going to be released to the public anytime soon. The judge says that he's going to take it under advisement, and he's going to be looking over the paperwork and stuff, and will make a ruling but sometime between now and T's April 14th court date. Let's see, what else wasn't I mentioned? We did learn that when he was talking about the evidence, that the deputy DA Michael Allen stated that they had, and this is a quote, tons of video footage from cell phones and other sources included in the evidence. So that's going to be pretty interesting, and I don't know what all the evidence is going to be, but when he was asked during the press conference that took place after the court meeting, Michael Allen said that he wasn't going to comment on whether or not there were further searches or anything about further searches. He did say that it's an ongoing investigation, and he stated that they were still soliciting requests for information, and that if anyone has any information that could help this case or locate Gannon, call the El Paso County Sheriff's Office tip line, and that number is 719-520-6666. And I'm gonna go, and attached to the end of this video is the press conference that the DA gave, and you can listen to it and see it for yourself. And I will be poking around because I have like a whole month of nothing happening in court, so I'm gonna see what other places I might want to explore and see what other information I can find online. Stick around for the rest of the video.
Ready? If you could just say inspired name for the out of town.
Adam.
Everybody ready for that? Let's rock and roll. We're good.
My name is Michael Allen, M-I-C-H-A-E-L-A-L-W-N. My title is Senior Deputy District Attorney.
Let's kind of fill us in on what happened.
So today we filed formal charges against Letecia Stauch, the Gannon Stauch case. Count 1 is murder in the first degree, child under 12, position of trust. That count carries a potential life in prison without parole sentence. Count 2 is child abuse resulting in death. That is a Class 2 felony. The sentencing range on that is 16 years to 48 years with 5 years of parole. The 2 other charges remaining are tampering with the deceased human body, which is a Class 3 felony, and then tampering with physical evidence, which is a Class 6 felony.
Can you talk about some of the big points in there today? Obviously, the probable cause was a big discussion getting that.
Yeah, so the probable cause remains sealed, and this investigation is still under investigation. It remains active. So the judge took up the issue of whether he was going to unseal the probable cause affidavit to release it to the public. He deferred on that decision and is probably going to issue a written ruling at some point, but I don't want to jump the gun and suggest something that he's maybe not prepared to do. But that's the status of the probable cause at this point.
And he asked if you would oppose that, you said.
Right, so the purposes, I think I discussed in the last setting, the purposes for sealing warrants is really to protect the sanctity of the investigation. We feel like we've got the person that we felt was responsible for the crimes. So our issues on the investigative side have expired. That's why we are unopposed and not taking a position on the issue.
Can you talk about the number?
7 warrants in Colorado alone, and there's 4 back in South Carolina. Is that correct?
That's the estimate that I gave, which is 107 warrants that we had in this case. There were only a few in South Carolina. The vast majority were in our area.
Can you say anything about what those are for? I mean, are we talking electronic? You mentioned video as well.
So I mentioned in the courtroom that there's lots of evidence in this case. I'm not going to get into specifics. I want to reiterate that I'm not going to try this case in the media, so I'm not going to be talking about facts of the case. And again, the charges that we filed are merely allegations, and she is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. That's something that we take very seriously in our jurisdiction. It's what makes our criminal justice system the best in the world.
Michael, how does that position of trust count differ from a typical first-degree murder charge?
So the typical first-degree murder charge, Class 1 first-degree murder, is with intent and after deliberation. The charge that we charged her with is a knowingly, so it changes the mental state required to prove that charge.
Can you explain the difference, obviously?
Yeah, so the typical classic first-degree murder charge that we all hear about is with intent and after deliberation. That typically means that somebody was thinking about committing murder and then went forward and did deliberate steps to commit the murder. In this case, it's a knowingly, so just that somebody knew what they were doing.
Can you talk about that number, 107 search warrants, and the volume, and how that speaks to the magnitude, or how big this case is? You talked about it over 5 weeks is what you had been working on. Can you speak to the volume of this case?
Yeah, again, I'm not going to get into the facts, but I can talk about that a little bit. This case did extend for a long period of time during the investigative phase, and as I said earlier, it's still ongoing. But with 5 weeks of really strong active investigation, it's generated a lot of evidence. Lots of reports, lots of digital evidence, that sort of thing. And I said that same sort of stuff in the courtroom.
What's the next step?
So the next step is a status hearing. That's on that next court date, and I'm forgetting what that date is right now.
April 14th.
3 o'clock.
And so basically that is just to give a status to the court where we are with discovery obligations. We have 21 days from today to get discovery out to defense, at least the vast majority of what we can get to them. So that's where we are now. We're trying to compile all that information and get it out to defense.
Why didn't the arrest affidavit get to the defense sooner?
Because it was under seal. So that seal order prevents me from giving it to anybody.
Was the hold up in getting them other discovery in this case? There was just no obligation until those 21 days are up to get them to them.
Yeah, so the discovery rules in Colorado say that we have to give them discovery within 21 days of filing of charges, so that clock starts today. And it's ongoing. As the case progresses, we have an ongoing obligation to provide discovery, but that's where that comes from.
Will Letecia Stauch be at that status conference?
Yes, she'll be at every court hearing from this point forward.
Will those search warrants in South Carolina get released? Because I heard the judge say something about that they can't seal those.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay.
Can you say anything about next steps after the status conference?
So the next steps after the status conference will be we will get a proof evident presumption rate and a preliminary hearing scheduled. That will be the first time that we start actually presenting evidence in the courtroom about the investigation itself.
Are you expecting additional charges against Letecia for the alleged assault on the deputy during extradition?
So the that incident, really the questions for that incident,
It would still be pretty hard to prosecute.
I'm never going to say it's easy to prosecute any case. Every case has its challenges, but I think we've got plenty of evidence to go forward.
Is this search continuing, though?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Do you see this as a death penalty eligible crime?
We'll make that evaluation as we go forward. I have not made that evaluation yet. Obviously, we know that the legislature in the last couple of weeks passed a bill to repeal the death penalty, and I expect that the governor will sign that, so we'll have to evaluate that as well, just the practical implications of evaluating this case for death penalty and the political aspects of what they're doing in Denver.
Do you see necessary aggravators to get there?
I'm not going to get into that right now. That would be getting too close to the facts of the case.
Just for clarification, you said that already there's over 1,000 pages of discovery.
I anticipate that it'll be over 1,000 pages of discovery.
Okay, so that hasn't said yet.
No.
Okay.
I don't have any reports in my office.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Can you explain just for people watching who maybe have no idea what a probable cause affidavit is? What would be included in that?
So it's a probable cause affidavit just sets out the facts that support an arrest, and it's a probable cause finding that a judge has to make. So when the investigative agency feels like there's enough evidence to support probable cause, they will write up the affidavit, submit it to a judge, and then a judge will make that probable cause finding to support actually issuing an arrest warrant.
But there is information in there about why this person.
There would be information in a probable cause affidavit that would support that.
Let's just do a couple more questions, you guys. Anybody else? Are y'all good?
Is there anything that we missed that you wanted to bring up?
No, I would just want to reiterate too that if anybody has any information that would potentially be helpful toward the investigation, to report that to the sheriff's office. The tip line is 520-6666. This investigation is ongoing, so any information that people think would be important, get it to the sheriff's office and they'll look into it.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.